when I got into this journey of the entrepreneur life, the
Hmm.
success, I would highly encourage entrepreneurs to really define what success means to them.
Hmm.
What does success mean to you? Does that mean having a lot of money in your bank account? Does that mean driving a nice car? Does that mean taking 15 vacations? And that gives you a lead point to where I want to go, where you want to go. For
A
me, it was
vision.
like,
Yeah.
what is success for me was now I have the opportunity to be intentional with my wife. No one
Mm.
tells me when I can spend time with my kids, right?
Which is so
What is
valuable. Yeah.
what is so worth? Success for me was like, yeah, being abundant in business and having a successful marriage, being intentional with our kids. My time with my kids are amazing. What is that worth to you? And for me, that's worth everything. I get to take them to school. I get to pick them up. I get to go on dates with them. I
Yeah.
get to take them camping. That is real success. Those are valuable memories that money can't buy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Big Hitters Podcast. I'm joined by my good buddy Jesse Espinoza, who is a friend of mine from Rise Up Kings, and my good buddy Chase McGarry is here. Is gonna interview him, and so I'll let him take it away. Really quickly, though, just quick introduction. Jesse, just tell us a little bit about your story and how you started New Heights.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. This is an honor to be here. So I'm Jesse Espinoza. I own a logistics and brokerage company. Um, I fell in love into the industry for a couple of reasons. It gave me a lot of passion. It gave me a lot of desires, different desires, um, and it brought something out of me that was different. So fell in love into the industry. During COVID, I decided to step into take a step of faith. I started doing my own thing during COVID. I drained my bank account. I At the time my wife was pregnant. I lived in a one bedroom apartment at the time, so it was definitely a step of faith. And God is really good about putting seeds in our heart. Whether you follow it or you don't, the seed is always there. And for me, that was my seed. My seed was, hey Jesse, do you want somebody else to determine your time? Do you want somebody else to uh, put worth on who you are? And
Mm.
that's why I say, you know what, Lord, you're right. This is your seed, and I'm gonna take that step of faith. And 4 years into it, and here we are now. So yeah,
Wow.
Chase, you take it away, man. I'm really excited to hear this podcast when it publishes. Jesse, thanks for coming on the show, dude.
you got it, Andrew.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Jesse. Dude, that's so cool. Well, I guess for me, if I'm just being completely honest, I'm not 100% sure what the logistics world looks like. Do you mind breaking that down a little bit? Like, I'm a day one guy just starting out. What is logistics? What are you guys doing on your day to day?
So there's logistics is it's a transportation company.
Hmm.
So where I currently live is you would call it's named they call it the salad bowl. So all your produce, everything that has to do with salads,
Okay.
you got your berries, all that stuff. That's all here.
Hmm.
So how I lean into logistics is it's basically it's transportation, it's freight transportation. So you got all these big shippers, all these big warehouses that have needs to
Mm.
get all that stuff to your grocery stores, right?
Okay.
To your outlets and stuff, and to your markets, and that's what we do,
Dude,
right?
that's so cool. So are y'all um shipping to large grocery stores? We're talking Kroger and Walmart and things like that.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
talking Kroger, Walmart, Target, Costco, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and then there's different little markets everywhere as well. But all the top chain stores is this is the main source here. Yeah.
Dude, that's super cool. Was that I kind of imagine that's kind of challenging starting your own logistics company, right? I mean, there's probably some pretty big barriers to entry, would you say? Or
Yeah, it's challenging. That when I started the journey, when I first got into logistics, I wanted to quit the first day. The first day, I was like, "Dude, this is not for me. This is
hmm
not what I want to do." You're
hmm
dealing with a lot of people. You're dealing with
what age are you
drivers.
at this time?
When I was starting, I dropped out of college. I was, I think I was 18 when I
Wow.
started
Okay.
it. So I dropped out, didn't have any money. I didn't have a support system. So I dropped out, and then my brother, he said, "Hey, you want to try this out?" I said, "Okay, let's do it." So I did. I tried it out the first day. I said, "This is not for me." I was so furious and pissed. It's just like the way people get treated here, the way drivers act,
hmm
and all that stuff is not for me.
hmm
So then he said, "Stick with it." And then so I did, and here we are.
Dude, that's so cool. So were you so let me make sure I got this right. At one point or another, you probably were actually driving the trucks, correct?
I always get that. People always
Okay,
ask me, "Hey,
that's
do you drive the truck?" I have no experience with driving any truck at all.
okay.
So I don't
Okay.
have a license. I don't have
Okay.
anything that has to do with driving.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not. Yeah, I do not. Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious. Well, so I guess maybe walk me through your personal company if you don't mind. So, how many people do you employ? What is y'all's revenue projected, or what you're expecting for this year? Where are you guys at as a company?
We are currently we're in the seven figures right now. We employ a lot of people.
Congratulations,
So
man. That's huge.
yeah, it's been an awesome journey.
From college dropout to seven
Yes.
figure business.
Yes.
What a cool
Yes.
story.
Yeah, it definitely God's calling. Um so yeah, right now we're scaling into we got down the whole produce industry. The
hmm
produce is good. It's
hmm
great. It's been good. So our perspective now, we're thinking of beyond produce. We're thinking about what else can we move, right?
Mm,
We live in the one of the country, top country that transports everything. Everything's being transported. You got your meats, you got
right.
your dry goods. Everything's just transportation.
hmm
So now we've been local this whole time. We've been in California. The season goes to Arizona, so now we're figuring out, hey, cross country,
hmm
what's out there? What else? We actually just started doing fertilizer for a company that is partners with the growers. So we started doing
Mm,
fertilizers. We started doing wine. We have a big wine company. So we're expanding in that format. We already have
wow.
the base, the foundation. Now, what else is out there? And that's what we're at. Yeah, and we build um, a great team, right? The money is one thing. Getting the seven figures and all that, but building the trust and building the trust and knowing that you have people that you could trust and people that could trust in you in
hmm
every aspect. And especially when you're brokering stuff, knowing that if I give it to Chase, Chase is going to take care of me because Chase is representing me.
Mm,
So eventually that service, that trust, right, is going to bring everything else.
mm.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's helpful. That's good. One of the things we love to talk about with we speak to business owners in just about every industry, but we'd be curious for you in the logistics world. What are you seeing with AI? Have you all tapped into that world at all? Are you guys currently utilizing AI, or talk me through that a little bit?
AI is it's a great tool. We're not neglecting AI because I believe that the future is AI.
Yeah, sure.
That's what's coming. Everything's becoming AI. Like all these big, huge companies, um, they use AI. So we're the day-to-day things we do use it.
hmm
It would be nice to get like dispatchers and all those tasks, getting them away from s- replacing AI with that, right?
Mm,
So where
mm-hmm,
you're not the dispatcher's not dealing, it's just AI answering questions.
mm-hmm,
But right now in this is so it's live, right? Where you got to be hands-on solving issues. And AI would, transfers the information, but it doesn't solve your issue because there's a lot of, communication with customers. Hey, in produce, do you need to cut this? You want to replace an item? Do you, you know, things that AI might not be able to answer.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, are the truck drivers doing that? Sorry, I'm just so curious on how this business actually works, but are the truck drivers handling those sorts of tasks themselves? Responding to those types of things, or how have you guys kind of gone about that?
Yes. So it's a
Okay.
communication with, so I have my team, my dispatchers that communicate with the drivers. So the drivers communicate with us, right? It's all through phone,
Mm-hmm.
and then we communicate with our customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'm curious to see, with like these self-driving cars and stuff now. I'm just wondering when your industry will see some of that. I'm sure you're probably looking at that too, but I don't know if it's ever possible, but we'll see.
I don't know. There's a lot of things we didn't think were possible. You have these electric cars all over the place now. The same thing with trucks.
Totally.
They have these electric trucks and all that good stuff. I don't know about self-driving trucks yet.
Mhm.
I'm curious to see how that would work out, but I don't see it. But at the same time, it's possible. You like
Yeah.
if when I go to the Bay Area, there's self-driving cars all over the place, taking
Yeah.
people
I know.
everywhere,
It's
right?
honestly a little
It's
bit freaky, like the
it's
Waymos and
freaky.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over. They're nice cars
Yeah.
driving by themselves, right? So it's
Yeah.
like at this point, there's no such thing as being impossible,
Yeah.
you know,
No, seriously.
right?
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
if you would have told our parents that there would be something you could have in your pocket that, can search anything or give you answers to anything, they probably would have been like, no way. So
Yeah.
it is interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this properly, but was curious for you in your industry, what are some things in your day to day that you feel like kind of keep you up at night? Maybe a better way to put it is like if you could wave a magic wand and have a problem fixed, what would kind of be one of those things or multiple things within your day to day that would be helpful?
It's one of the things that keeps me in that keeps me awake at times. I don't have control of it, but it still lingers, right? Like the breakdowns. So with all we transport they have deadlines,
Mm,
right? And it's like it's an effect. Like if we don't make, say for example, we're going to Costco and we have a 6 a.m. We miss that appointment. Now there's a possibility of being worked in,
hmm
and there's a possibility of not being worked in. So
hmm
that's gonna be delayed for the next trip. And then that's even if we get somebody to recuperate the breakdown and go there fast. That's even if we make it to the to our appointment. So the
hmm
breakdowns is huge in transportation. And the breakdowns also too is very, very, very expensive.
hmm
Any breakdown you call it, it's like anything, it's after hours, but mechanics and road service find a way to make it very, very interesting for you.
hmm
And you're kind of you're not kind of you're really stuck. You gotta make you have a demand, you gotta take care of it, right? I need to take care of it. So I don't have a choice,
hmm
right? So I
hmm
it's one of the things, but breakdowns is probably it
Yeah,
for
that
me.
would make sense. What's
Mhm.
just out of curiosity, so when someone breaks down, I mean, obviously, I guess it depends on what exactly happened and the severity of it, but what are kind of the steps that need to be taken? Are they calling just AAA or something and having someone come help, or what does that process look like?
So first, the first thing is they would call us and let us know that there's a breakdown. The
Mm-hmm.
second thing is we'll let the customer know, hey, there's a breakdown. This is what's going on. We're working on a repair.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing is our team is working on if we have a truck or somebody close to where the breakdown is.
Mm-hmm.
We evaluate the situation where we first see what kind of appointment does he have? Where is he going to? Is it able to be rescheduled for later? Is it's a hard cutoff or all those little things that we do. But the main thing is like who's closer to him or to her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right. Do we have a mechanic close by? Can we just send the truck? Sometimes I have guys that just take my tractor or take the tractor, grab the trailer and go make the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the stuff that we're running, it's all reefer trailers, and you could detach it and detach it, right?
Got it. Okay.
Hmm.
So are you fielding, like, are you getting in the weeds with these calls yourself? So, for example, let's say I work for you, my truck breaks down. Am I giving you a call and saying, hey, help me figure this out? I'm just trying to understand a little bit about how that process works.
Yes, yes. Most of the big issues like that is then I would get a call.
Mm,
So if I'm getting a call, it's never good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because most of the other calls that they're able to take care of it. But
Yeah.
these are bigger calls where bigger decisions need to be made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of one of those things. I wonder, a lot of the business owners we talk to, it seems like a lot of them have specific things throughout their day to day that are like monotonous, kind of tedious tasks that
Right.
if they could place their time elsewhere and kind of delegate that somewhere else, it would probably add a lot of value. Because your time's valuable yourself. I'm sure you hate getting wrapped up in calls where people are breaking down. So that's got to be challenging. But I guess it comes with the business. So
It's part of the journey. Anytime you're doing in transportation or service, anytime you're doing service, there's that. You're not getting calls every night. Once in a while, you'll get the call. I actually got a call this morning
hmm
at 3:42 a.m.
oh
and it
my
was a
goodness,
breakdown. The compressor went out, and he said, "Oh, I called you, but I took care of it." And there is some of our drivers are very experienced where they'll make the adjustments themselves and take care of the problem.
hmm so are you having to when you go to bed at night, are you knowing, man, there's a chance I could get a call at 3 a.m. about a breakdown
It,
or something? Because that just seems exhausting a little bit. Like, man, how do you ever have time off,
yeah,
Especially the wife and kids.
that's a great question. There was a point in my life when I started the journey, I knew I was going to get calls,
Okay.
right? Because when I was running the show, um, to the point where my wife, I remember my wife she was like, she would hit me with that way, go outside and talk outside.
Yeah.
Because I was just dancing. It's like 2 in the morning. What do you do? He's just, hello. It's like, oh, hey, honey, go outside. So but we're during, with time, with experience, you start, you manage your expectations. You
Sure.
might get a call. You might
hmm
get a call, right? And that's the business I'm in, right? I chose
Yeah.
to be in this kind of business,
hmm
right? There is another way. There's a hiring the right guy, the right person to take care of those calls as well. But if
Yeah.
I'm getting a call once in a great while, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
But
That's
if
cool,
it's
man.
more consistent, then it's like no, and
hmm
we're not doing that. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, we'll want to respect your time here, so we'll maybe do just a couple more and we can kind of wrap up. I would just say, one of the things that stuck out to me about your story that I think is cool, my dad did construction his whole life and he never went to
Right.
college. And it seems like our culture is trending a little bit toward Americans kind of valuing, blue collar work, not necessarily going to college. How do you view that, if you don't mind sharing, for like your kids and things like that? Because obviously you're a success story of someone who didn't go to college. And so, do you feel like you've seen a lot of guys similar to yourself who have similar stories that kind of rejected the traditional college narrative and did something off on their own?
Yes, most of the successful people that were before me, that was the story. They didn't go to college. They grew up very poor. They grew up in the, you know, nothing to be proud of, but it's just reality is it was rough. It was not
Hmm.
easy growing up.
Hmm.
And I think that gave them a lot of a lot of nothing to lose attitude.
Hmm.
I've been where I didn't have anything,
Hmm.
right? I know what it feels like not to have the food I want,
Mm.
right? I know how it feels to sleep on the floor. I know all those. So I have nothing to lose and a lot to gain
Hmm.
attitude,
Hmm.
right? What do we have now? Like, think about this. It's like there's people that have degrees and they're yet working at a fast food restaurant. What
Yeah.
does that tell you? It's like
Right.
a degree is a degree, right? But the experience is different.
Yeah.
You could come in here and say, I'm a dispatcher, but do you have the experience? But I'm a dispatcher. Chase, you're coming to me, you're a dispatcher, right? You have a degree, you have paperwork. Okay, what kind of experience? Do you know how to solve this? And
Yeah.
you don't have the experience. What does the degree do for you,
Right.
right? It's for me, and that was my perspective. I see my old bosses. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a man of God.
Yeah.
Why can I do it?
Yeah.
Why, if he has faith, right? Because there's some type of faith that he has, right?
Yeah.
And he's successful. What about me?
Yeah.
I believe in God. At least I say I believe in God,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then now it's time for me to step into that belief and take that step of faith.
Yeah.
This 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 guy, my ex-boss, he was he loved girls or women, right? He had multiple of them,
Hmm.
right? He barely showed up to the office. Guess who was taking care of everything?
You.
Me. It
Yeah.
was me.
Yep.
It's like, Lord, like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing this, and it's like this guy, with no judgment here, but I believe in you, and I believe you, there's something in me that wants more.
Hmm.
Why not me?
Yeah.
Why can that Christian man be the successful guy in the story?
Yeah.
I I believe I was not called to be broke and sick and
Yeah.
not abundant. I don't know about you, Chase, but I want to be abundant because if I'm
Yeah.
abundant, I'm able to give. I'm able to do more
Yeah.
than being broke and sick
Totally.
and right?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I mean, I always say, I think if I want anyone to be successful and to do well, it would be my fellow Christians,
Hmm.
because we're the ones that will have influence and can share our faith and can impact the world and love people well. And man, that's so cool. Well,
That's
go ahead.
no, and that's the way we impact people. People see results. They see results. I can't. I'm not gonna be here and say all this and this. I want you to see my results. I want you to see what I've done, right?
Yeah.
And and that's how you're able to show. That's how I'm able to show what I've done.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. It's so good. Well, we'll wrap up with this kind of last question. I was curious to know this. So, where do you see your business going as the year's kind of wrapping up? Do you guys have plans to kind of implement anything, or where do you feel like you guys see your business going?
Where do we see ourselves growing? Like I said before, scaling to different opportunities in freight.
Hmm.
Um, I actually just had a meeting with a huge shipwright here that is willing to do some type of partnership with
Oh,
us,
cool.
and so which is really interesting. I was talking to my wife, and I told her this means that we're building something important, something that people are seeing,
Yeah.
and so what better way than to partner up with a huge company and grow together, right?
Yeah.
So those are things that we're still working through and stuff like that. But I do believe that two are better than one,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's good, man. Well, Jesse, I really appreciate it. know you took some time out of your day to do this. So thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure getting to chat.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more thing before I let you go
Sure.
here, Chase. So so when I got into this journey of the entrepreneur life, the
Mm-hmm.
success, right? I would highly encourage uh, entrepreneurs to really define what success means to them.
Mm-hmm.
What does success mean to you? Does that mean having a lot of money in your bank account? Does that mean driving a nice car? Does that mean um, taking 15 vacations?
Mm-hmm.
And that gives you a lead point to where I want to go, where you want to go. For
A
me, it was
vision.
like,
Yeah.
what is success for me was now I have the opportunity to be intentional with my wife. No one tells me when I can spend time with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Which is so
What is
valuable. Yeah.
what is so worth? Success for me was like, yeah, being abundant in business and having a successful marriage,
Yeah.
right? Being intentional with our kids. My time with my kids are amazing, right?
Yeah.
What is that worth to you? And for me, that's worth everything. I get to take them to school. I get to pick them up. I get to go on dates with them. I
Yeah.
get to take them camping. That is real success. Those are valuable memories that money can't buy. You can't
I
say I'm
love
gonna
that.
get it's not a transactional thing. It's where I'm gonna go and purchase 3 years back with my kids, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where I fell in love with this whole entrepreneurship is like now I get to define what success means to me.
Yeah.
And to me, my faith in God,
Mm-hmm.
my faith in God, my marriage, myself, working on myself and my kids
Mm-hmm.
is what success means to me.
That's so good, man. Mic drop right there. That'll be one of the clips that we put out.